Hello everyone, myself Sindhu, Assistant Professor from the Department of Computer Science. Today I would like to explain about the next application of Microsoft Office suite, that is PowerPoint, MS PowerPoint. PowerPoint is used to create presentations. We have different layout. We can select the layout whichever we want, and then we can create beautiful presentation which we can present in front of the audience on any content. So we will explore on the MS PowerPoint window. We will see the different tools which is available, and then we will create a simple presentation. Okay. So this is the Microsoft PowerPoint window. It looks like this. So we have the area where we say we create the slides here. This is a slide area. Okay, this is a slide area, and then we have here thumbnails of slides. So every time we create a new slide, all the slides appear here as thumbnails. This is the slide area, and this is the thumbnails of the slides. Then we have the complete ribbon here where we have different tools, and based on specific tools are all grouped as one particular tabs. We have the complete tools in the ribbon here. Okay. So we will just explore completely on the window first, looking at the tools, looking at different menus, different options, and we will learn how to create a simple PowerPoint presentation. When you open a new PowerPoint presentation, file new, you will be getting default name of the presentation as presentation 1, unless you give a different name for the PowerPoint file and save the file with the name of your choice. So by default, presentation 1 is the name of the PowerPoint presentation. Now first we will learn how to save the file with a different name. As usual, we go to this Office button, click on Save button. You will be getting the Save As dialog box. Okay. Click on the location where you want to save the file. I'll click on Desktop. Okay. So in the desktop I want to save this PowerPoint presentation. So I have selected the desktop, and then here I give a file name. So I'll give the name of the file as PowerPoint Basics. Okay, so the file name I have given PowerPoint Basics, and then I will click on Save button. So you can see the new name which I have changed has appeared here from the default name, PowerPoint Basics. Okay, so now we can start creating the slides. So this is the first slide which shows we can add a title and we can add a subtitle. Okay, we have different layouts which we can choose depending on how we want to place the contents of the PowerPoint presentation. So to select the layout, we have here called as layout, or else you can just click here, right click on the slide area, you will be getting layout. Okay, you will be getting different themes which you can select from here also, or else you can go to the layout here and select whichever layout you want. Okay, the first slide mostly we will be writing the same thing, that is what we get by default, that is the title and the subtitle. So just click on inside that particular title area and write the title of your presentation. Okay, so we will just write about PowerPoint Basics. Okay, imagine I have done any mistake or anything, you can see a red line appears here. So right click on that, you will be getting a suggestion of you can change it. For example, here now PowerPoint, it shows that P is capital in point, so I would like to change it. So there will be some suggestions if at all there is mistake in the spelling, or if at all it gives some suggestions to change the capitalization of the text or anything like that. You can opt if you want, or you can just ignore also. So here I have written the title of the PowerPoint presentation as PowerPoint Basics. Here for the subtitle, I will be just writing my name here. Okay. So my first slide looks like this. Now it looks quite boring to see that my first PowerPoint with the white background is looking a little simple. So I want to give some designs for this. Okay, so to apply the design for this, you can go for design here. you will be getting some predefined designs here. You can select the design. Once you select the design, you can see the design will be appeared here. When you click on the drop down list here, you will be getting more designs here which you can scroll and select whichever design you want, you can select that. Okay, the first slide has been created. To create the next slide, you have to go to home, click on new slide here. You can see new slide button here, click on the new slide button. You can see one more slide will be appearing with the same design which you have applied. Okay, this is how you can insert the slide, either by clicking on the new slide button in the tool, or you can just right click here and go to new slide. You can see new slide will appear here. You can select any one of the option. Okay, once you select the second slide, again to select layout for this, you can go for layout here and change the layout depending on how you want it. So most probably we will be writing for our presentation. In the second slide, we will be writing the index or the table of contents or what we are going to explain. So you can select title slide itself, title only you can select. Okay, you can select title slide. Fine, again you can just write here, you can write contents. So I'll just write 3 topics. So about the home tab we will be learning. We'll be learning about the design and animation and transition. Okay, you can see it is all appeared in right alignment, which you can change it. So I'll just select it and go and just select the left alignment here. Okay, select it and select the left alignment. Okay. Okay, mostly when we write the contents, it will be there as a list. So we want to give some bullet list for this contents. You can select the content and give bullets. You can select any one of the bullets and then see how it will be applied for that content. Okay. Fine. So for any changes if you want to do for the contents or the text what you have written, you can select it and you can apply different formatting what is appearing here in the tools. It can be changing the font style, it can be changing the size, or it can be changing the alignment of the text or applying bullets. Everything you can select from the tools here. What is very important is you have to select the text in that particular slide and then you have to apply it. Selection is very important. Okay. Now before going further, I would like to say that when you create a new PowerPoint presentation, when you go to Office button and create a new PowerPoint presentation, you will be getting some themes or templates which is present already in the list. Okay, some installed templates you will be getting. So you can either select those templates also. You can select those templates and create a presentation with those templates also. So you can see some predefined themes or templates will be appearing. You can select that way also, or else you can just select from the designs whatever I showed you previously. So you can either do this or you can do that. You can select, you will be having some predefined templates when you go for a new file. You can select from that, or else you can click and then select the designs from here and select the designs here also. Once it is done, yes, so we have the next slide here. Again, to change the layout of the slide, click here, go to home, you can see the layout here. Now imagine I want to insert a image here in this. So you can just click on that layout where we can insert an image. So you can see we have different layouts here: title and content, title, selection header, section header, to content, comparison, title only, blank, content with caption, picture with caption. Okay, so you can select whichever you want. So I'll just select this layout where I will be able to insert a picture. Okay, so we will insert a picture here. You can see here insert picture from file appears here. So I'll just insert a picture. Okay, so the picture appears here. You can click on the picture, you can increase the size of the picture. You can see a picture tool also appear here, which you can just change the appearance of the picture with different styles here. So you can see as I traverse through the different styles, you can see the effect being shown in the picture which you have inserted. Okay, so you can select whichever style you want it for the picture. Okay, so I'll enlarge the picture, then I'll just delete this. Okay, fine. Okay, now imagine I want to give a smart art for this particular list what I have written. So I'll just select this, right click and go for convert to smart art. So you can see this looks little more presentable. So you can, instead of giving bullets and numbering or any other effects, you can just select this smart art and you can see it looks more better. So what you have to do is you have to just select it, right click. Okay, you have to select it, then you can select here, it is already showing the smart art tools. Whichever way you want, you can just see how it looks. Okay, so here you have many designs, so you can select whichever you want it. Okay, so this is how we can apply smart art for the list. Fine. Now we have inserted an image here. Okay, we will just see how we can give an animation for this image. To give animation for this image, just click the image, click on the image, go for animation tab. You can see you will be getting lots of animation effects here. Okay, you can see animation been given here as fade. So I'll just click on fade here. Okay, and you have something called as wipe here. You can just click on this animation and see how it looks. Okay, custom animation. You can see a custom animation appears here where you can modify the animation when it starts or to the direction how it has to go, with controlling the speed. Okay, very slow, on click, or if you want to give a specific timings for this with the previous slide, after the previous slide, before the previous slide. Okay, so you have some modification option on the animation what you have applied here. Okay, here below this slide you have something where you can add to click some notes here. Okay, so I'll just write it as flower here. Okay, below that you can see this status bar which shows the status of your PowerPoint presentation what you have created. So slide 3 of 4 it shows here, and then at the right hand side you can see 3 different layouts which is shown here. One is normal view of the slides, second is you can see a slide sorter view. So when you click on slide sorter view, it shows the thumbnails of the slides which you have created. Okay, then we have something slide show view which is completely, once you finish designing the slides, you can click on slideshow view, which shows the complete view of the slides what you have created. You can either press the function key F5 to click to make the slide show. So you can see the first slide. If I click and then click on slideshow, the first slide appears like this, the second slide, the third slide where we have given the animation effect for the third slide. This is how we give the animation effects for the slides. Press escape, it comes back to the normal view. This is how you have to give the animation for the slide. Hope you have understood. So for any content what you insert there, it can be a picture, it can be a smart art, it can be some shapes, or it can be anything what you insert here. When you go to insert, you will be getting, it can be a table what you have inserted, it can be a picture what you have inserted, it can be a clip art, it can be a photo album, it can be some shapes, different shapes what you have inserted, it can be a smart art, it can be the chart based on some table you have created a chart. Okay, so for all these what you have inserted, okay, if you want to apply the animation, you have to click on that and click on the different animations what you want, and then you can see the animation will be seen in that particular slide. Okay, now when you want to see the changes when one slide goes and a second slide appears, we say it as a transition what we want to apply for the slide. The animation what we give for each, that is for the content of each slide. One particular slide might have a title, it might have an image, it might have a title for the image, it might have a table, it might have the content of the table. There might be many things in a slide what we have inserted. For each content or for each object what we have created inside the slide, we can give different animation effect. But if you want to give a transition for one slide to another slide, when one slide goes and when another slide comes, a transition effect what if you want to give, then we have something called as transitions. So I'll just click on the first slide and then I will go for animation here, and then you can see here transition to the slide is shown here. So these are the different transition what you can give. So you can see it is how your slide will appear. Okay, so I'll just select any one transition here. When you just traverse through the transition, you can see how it looks for the slide which you have selected. Okay, so I have selected this one transition effect, and then if I give it to apply to all, giving the transition speed as slow, and then go for slideshow, you can see on the mouse click the same transition is given for all the slides. Okay, that is how you can apply the transition for all the slides. We can control the transition speed by, we have 3 different options in controlling the transition speed, that is slow, medium and fast. If you want, you can give the transition sound effects also. We have different sounds, so you can give some sound effects also for the transition as it appears. So selecting any one of the transition sound and applying it to all and giving the transition speed. And then we have one more option, that is we can just give a timings for the slide. In case I need 5 minutes of time for one particular slide to explain to the audience, then you can set a timer here for that particular slide by giving a timing automatically after some seconds or some minutes. You can just set the timings also here, or else you can just deselect it and click on mouse click. One slide will disappear and the next slide will come on the mouse click when what you give. So you can click on mouse click also. So these are some of the tools which you can apply for the slides for your presentation. Okay. So I'll just again click on slideshow. So you can see on mouse click that I have applied for one slide only. So you can see only that sound effect has appeared for one slide. You have to click on all the slides. So click on this first slide, it has been selected, slow, and then again go to second slide, again select the same option, select slow, again go to third slide, select transition speed, and then click slow. Yes, fine. Then go to slideshow. You can see it will be applied for all the slides. Okay. This is how we can create animation and transition for slides. So basically till now what I told you was all how to insert new slides, how to write the text inside the slide layout which you have selected, how to select the different layouts, and how to insert the contents inside that layout. Again, when you are inserting the contents, you can change by selecting the content. You can select different font formatting styles for that content to look it more presentable. And then I have told you for the index you can give the smart art different styles also to make it more presentable. You can insert pictures and again give animation for the pictures, or you can give animation for the contents whatever you have written by selecting the contents and going for animation tab and selecting different animation for that. Again you have to some tools for the animation what you have applied, give the timings for that, or if you want on mouse click to appear, give different styles for that, and you can see all the changes been applied for that animation. For transitions, click each slide and give different transition effects, give the sound effect if needed, give the transition speed, slow, medium or fast, give the transition to be applied for all the slides or not, and then you can see the transition also will be applied for every slides. These two are most important in PowerPoint presentation, animation and transitions. Design, I have told you, you can either select it from the templates which is available initially when you click a new file, or else you can go for design and select the predefined templates which is available. Fine. Once this is done, we will just look into the other tabs also. That is, we have something called as review, where we can check for the spelling of the content whatever we have written. We have spelling check in this review, and then we have a research, searching for anything through online, and then we have view tabs where I have told you about the presentation views, different kinds of views, and then we can, if we want it in color, grayscale or black and white, we can select some of the color and grayscale layout also. Okay, so PowerPoint presentation, to create a design and then to insert animation and then to insert transition for each slide. Once you know this much, you can create a simple presentation. Once you create a presentation, you can again go to file and save it for all the changes what you have done. Once you have understood how to give different designs for the slides, how to give animation for the slides, how to give transitions for each slide, you can present your presentation. You can present your presentation using the slideshow button. Okay. On mouse click, you can present the PowerPoint presentation. So you have done the required settings, how long time you want to speak on a particular topic, and then you can set it, or else you can set it by clicking the mouse button. In today's session, you all have understood how to create a simple PowerPoint presentation by applying designs, by creating animation to different contents or different object of the slides, and by giving transitions to each slide so that the appearance look more presentable to the audience. Thank you, students.